on your way to see Dr.
Yes. Let us hope I will not be slowed down by another cheering crowd.
So, the preparations for the election are in full swing, huh?
Fortunately, I am just by the hotel.
Good. Keep me posted.
Murphy, good to see you. Multiple armed suspects have taken over the store. We gotta be careful. They got the owner inside.
I am going in.
You need backup.
Remember your field training, Officer Washington.
I won't let you down.
You guys go ahead. I'll secure the perimeter.
Oh, it's the mayor's poster. Maybe he actually knows him. Let's get him! Now, Murphy, you're something else. You really know your stuff. I've been hit. Let's get him! Against you. That'll teach him a lesson.
Kill that freak! Oh, God. What will my father say? And the fish. All the fish are gonna go bad. Oh, quit your whining. It's not like anyone. Smell the difference.
Open the door and come out with your hands up.
Oh, shit, that's RoboCop. Listen, you and your friends got it all wrong. You're not supposed to be here, pal. OCP doesn't butt into this hood's business. And you're police on OCP's money, so you better scram if you don't want trouble.
Perhaps I want trouble.
You don't know who you're messing with, you stupid toaster. I've got a hostage here, and I'll blow his fucking brains out if you try anything stupid.
Break the door! He's reloading!
Who's that?
There ain't an ounce of respect in those perps. There's nothing sacred to OCP. But I was wrong about you. You definitely more human than any of them OCP hyenas.
That was intense.
Good job, Officer Washington.
Thank you, Robo.
Hey, Washington. That sounded like a proper gunfight. So how come you're still in one piece?
I had a partner who had my back.
Keep it up and I might just change my mind about you. I'll wrap this up, Robo. You can head back to the precinct. I didn't know you were involved in politics.
I don't give a shit about elections, but they give free food for handing out flyers.
116, 117, 118. Huh? Have I counted 108? Oh, man. I need to count how many people you must pay back. And because of you, I have to start over.
Hey, Robo, could you help us? We're in quite a pickle.
We have here a dead campaign manager from Mills's office.
This case is urgent, but we can't get inside the vehicle to examine the corpse.
For some reason, the car is electrified. Now that everyone's on strike, there's no one to take care of it, and I don't want to end up like a well-done steak.
I am glad to be of help.
And if you can look around for clues afterwards, you know, you never can tell with the electricity.
Bulbs are burnt out. Something must have caused a short circuit. I assume a failure of the Magnavolt system. I will look into it.
And if it wasn't for that, we'd have probably found the car on bricks and him in just his boxers.
I wouldn't be so optimistic.
Magnavolt is deactivated. It is now safe to investigate the car.
Great. But if you could take a look inside, just in case.
Gladly. The victim was strangled. The rope was tied with a sailor's knot.
Not everyone can tie something like that.
There is an earring on the front seat.
Could be helpful if we find out who it belongs to.
The deceased is holding the phone. The last number dialed is described as the office.
Was he calling his own office during the murder?
The phone, the
Certainly
earring, and a
worth checking.
sailor's knot. That's something to go on.
And the place itself is interesting. Less than 100 yards from the victim's office. I wonder why he stopped here.
I will go to the office to see if the victim left a message.
It's near the cinema on the 3rd floor. We need to finish here before we can join you.
Were there any witnesses?
There's that homeless guy across the street. He warned us about the current. He probably tried to steal something from the car. But it's hard to get anything out of him. His hand is fried, but he says he doesn't want an ambulance. Says he can't afford it.
Why would OCP get involved in this case?
Not following politics, huh? The guy was Mills' campaign manager. OCP will do anything to get Mills elected.
Yeah, if everyone hadn't been on strike, they would have brought the whole station down here.
Why did you not join the strike?
I owe Reed a favor.
And you're too close to retirement to risk it.
But there's nothing keeping you here, Officer O'Neill, apart from making my life less bearable.
Well, somebody's gotta watch your clumsy ass.
I will let you know if I find anything in that office.
We'll meet you there, and maybe we'll grab a burger on the way.
Not on my watch.
Hey, I thought we were partners.
arguments against voting are baseless. As residents of this city, you have an obligation.
Get lost, kiddo. I don't want them to unsuspend my sentence for beating up a snot like you.
You disappointed me, Robo. The police should not get involved in politics.
Drinking in a public place is against the law.
I'm not drinking. I'm drunk already. And I am home.
I will not issue a ticket. However, I recommend enrolling in the homeless help program.
I'm not homeless, so get out of my house.
long-awaited execution of the war criminal Ernesto de la Diego ended in failure when his military supporters, Red Rat, staged a bloody protest. Ernesto was acquitted to prevent further bloodshed.
Ugh, come on, please.
May I help you, officer?
I want to speak with someone from Simon Page's office.
Then you're in the right place. Agatha Crane, Simon's assistant. But I'm afraid we have to wait.
Ugh, come on, please.
May I help?
I want to speak with someone.
Then you're in the right place. Agatha Crane, Simon's assistant. But I'm afraid we have to wait for Mr. Page if we want to go in.
Why?
A keycard issue. I have to recode them every week because Mr. Page has a thing about security. But sometimes newly encoded cards don't work. I call them unpredictable little things. They can ruin even the best schedule.
Mr. Page was murdered last night.
What? Oh God. That makes my schedule irrelevant.
Were you or anyone else in the office yesterday after Mr. Page left?
No. Mr. Page always stays late, and just the two of us work here.
Allow me to check the phones. Mr. Page called the office during his murder.
Of course. But first we need to get inside. Maybe you could help with the door.
Follow me.
All calls go through my phone. It's on the desk on the right. Things to throw away. I regularly clean my workspace. I don't like to be distracted by anything.
You have no new messages.
The phone on Mr. Page's desk is connected to his answering machine. It's the only one in this office.
Maybe he did not get a chance to record his message. Organ selling and other ideas for making money?
The books were bought for show. Visitors don't look too closely, and making an impression is all that matters. Mr. Page's words.
Did Mr. Page like to sail?
It was one of his hobbies. I don't know who he sailed with, though. He kept me out of his private life. Mr. Page's computer. I don't have access to it. Receipts for gifts that Mr. Page gave during business meetings. Mr. Page's private schedule. Some of his meetings were so secret that he arranged them for himself. I didn't even know about them. Did you find any leads? You know, perhaps you should check out Mayor Kuzak's team, as the death of Mr. Page plays into their hands.
According to his schedule, Mr. Page often met with a person marked as G. In fact, they met yesterday.
Oh, God. Could he be the murderer?
Do you know who that might be?
As I said, Mr. Page had a thing about secrecy. I wasn't allowed to view his private schedule, so I don't know all the people listed there.
What about his receipts? There was one for earrings. Who were they for?
For Gloria. Oh, God. G.
Gloria who?
Gloria Lindbergh, from Kuzak's campaign office. Mr. Page wanted her to change sides.
Do you know where she lives?
It's just a short walk from here. An apartment opposite the basketball court. I don't know the exact address.
What'd you find out?
We have a suspect. I am on my way to question her. In the office, there is an assistant of the deceased.
I'll keep an eye on this place till you get back. Kurtz will be here in a minute. He just went to get us a couple burgers.
The long-awaited execution of the war criminal Ernesto de la Diego ended in failure when his military supporters, Red Rat, staged a bloody protest. Ernesto was acquitted to prevent further bloodshed.